Hello and welcome back to another battle report. This time it's the Americans versus my Soviets playing Conflikt 47, non-campaign game for 1250 points and Demolition. The other, as per usual with us, we ignore the two infantry squads, heavy infantry squads for an infantry officer, and then bringing it on to the Americans. So this is his kind of a standard force he did. Adds the anti-tank team with the Tesla. He got that painted up. It looks pretty sharp, so you'll see that here shortly. I mean, the Kodiak's been putting in work for him, so that's most of the other stuff's fairly standard. The like I said, the nicely painted stuff. So yeah, you get the air observers +1 here. Didn't take a photo of the air observer because I think this guy's much more impressive. You got the Fireflies again, some neat custom work on that. LT. Got the heavy infantry, the Marine squad, and then Big Stompy himself, the Kodiak. The MMG team, some support weapons here. The Tesla anti-tank gun. I did like how he added the light effects here. And then rounding out is the Paragon Support unit. So for my forces, this is pretty standard. About the only new thing I've taken this go round is a standard bearer. So my commissar has a helper now, carrying the flag. Everything else is pretty much standard, or at least I've taken it before once or twice. This list, I think I've jammed together a lot of the different things I've taken before, and kind of just jumbled it all together and threw them into this one. I do have some new stuff painted up, so that'll be I'll be adding that into the fight here shortly. But for this battle, really the only new thing is the standard bearer for my commissar. A video walkthrough for my list of today's game. We have my veteran LT and his henchmen, the half and half squad of regular infantry, SMGs and rifles, the 8-man Siberian Terror Squad with 2 captured Panzerfausts, the 6-man Mark I Infantry Squad, 1 additional dual pack, their transport. I have the 6-man Mark II Infantry Squad with their transport, a veteran T-34ZP, the 8-man Veteran Squad, 2 LMGs, 2 captured Panzerfausts, my free squad, and then the commissar with flag. On to the pre-game deployment. So here's my forces laid out. Got my regular infantry, my free squad, commissar, LT, terrors, veterans, and T-34. Here's my base he's trying to get to. Here's his side: Fireflies, observer, LT, armored LT, heavy infantry, MMG, and Tesla AT gun. So as you can see, the majority of the fighting is going to be on my right, his left, and so bring it on to turn 1. So yeah, this will be pretty quick. So mostly things are just pushing forward. You can see my T-34 riding up my right flank here. So yeah, basically my idea is push up with the T-34, fast elements. I got the 2 heavy infantry squads and trucks. My plan is they'll be coming up on the right as well, and then the veterans, inexperienced and regular, will be able to do either fire support or, if needed, just bolt up the middle here to rush his objective. Really, so I'm trying to hit him from both sides. A couple lucky shots, I am able to take out his MMG team, and the T-34 fires into here, but only really does pins. And like I said, it was a quick turn 1. So on to turn 2, you see the aftermath of some of the pins. So he's moving his Fireflies up to engage. You see Big Stompy here showing up, so he's ready to play. He proceeds to mow down my guys in retribution for his MMG team. So yeah, at this point I'm assuming his plan is to run Big Stompy up the middle here, since he really can't hurt my T-34 except in the side. I'm thinking he's just going to push up the front here, clear off the objective, and then one of his squads are going to try to sneak in that way. that given I can't actually really hurt him, is a Kodiak here. I just continue on with my plan, and I'm at this point I'm just moving T-34 up and laying down pins, but he's been more hit than or miss than hit. So here's the Paragon Support, and or is that the Marines? That's the Marines. They're coming in. Then yeah, you see the air observer hidden back here, pops the so yeah, flag guy gets painted, shows up, and then yeah, he gets immediately targeted for an airstrike. So yeah, don't carry a giant red flag in winter. Pro tip. The continuing on, so yeah, the tears they're sneaking up. I'm just sticking with the plan. Veterans, I believe I'm trying to fire, but really nothing much. They're taking some hits, the inexperienced squad. So yeah, the one of my things, I set these guys on ambush. So yeah, he moves in to engage the terrors. So he's right dead center here, no cover or anything. So that's when I spring the ambush, and yeah, peel off a good number of his guys. So that worked out pretty well for me. After he landed, I ended up only losing one terror. But that is made up for by his heavy infantry moving up to reinforce the Fireflies. So that was yeah, that was less than desirable. And board state at the end of 2, so you see his Paragons coming in, support unit, they came in, his flamethrower team came in, yeah, and his Tesla gun is redeployed. Brings us on to 3. So yeah, Stompy's is doing his thing. So at this point, yeah, terrors are taking more fire. The air observer jumped his token over here to the regular squad, and that's really about it. He's my T-34 just keeps shooting and missing. Although thankfully I did advance him, so the guys coming in, yeah, these are the Marines with the AT grenades. They come in, they don't do any damage though, thankfully. So they bounce back, and then you see his Fireflies here. They're redeploying for cover because they got chewed up. So originally, yeah, I think he was gonna continue moving them on, but after getting ambushed like that, they don't have the numbers, so he smartly pulls them back to help protect his base. Brings us to the my Mark IIs come on the board. So yeah, the idea is Terrors they've snuck up here because his objective's here. So my hope is just to dash in here. The Terrors, or the Mark IIs, they're moving up, so that's going to kind of be my second wave. Yeah, he was able to deploy a lot more troops over here, so that was unfortunate for me. LT, or not LT, the Terror Sergeant, so he keeps getting whittled down, but he's no longer fanatic, but he sticks around, so that's a plus. And then my Mark I's show up, so yeah, I'm sitting pretty good. I got a lot of heavy infantry. My T-34 is coming in this way, so and it's on his half of the board, so I'm feeling good about that. Brings us to 4. And right about now we hear a roaring of the aircraft, and yeah, so there he comes in and just murders. I forget it's the roll where you get umpteen d6, the just obliterate whatever squad you're trying to hit, and yeah, they promptly get obliterated, and sprinkle some pins over here. Stompy continues his moving up and just mowing everybody down. Again, I just keep on, so fire into here, and yeah, I'm sorry, and then jump. Terror Sarge runs onto the objective, so I'm thinking, oh, at the time, we forgot that it's at the end of the turn you declare winner. So at this point, we thought, hey, I won, great. We ended up playing it out just to see what happened, and good thing is because that's not how the game actually works. So yeah, pro tip: read your rule book. Um, so yeah, they heavy infantry moves back to rectify the situation here. Yeah, and they not shown as him getting obliterated. Um, these guys, the Marines, charged in, don't do anything again, bounce back. He fires, doesn't think kills the second LT. About this time, I start moving into the middle. So the idea is I'm going to jump these guys out, push them up through, head for the objective. His idea is to jump out, take him out, and then move on to the objective. So basically, help take him out, which is going to basically secure my objective, and then proceed to push on. Unfortunately, we get shot by off screen the Tesla AT, which has been firing the whole game. Doesn't hit anything, and then the one time he needs to. So I guess if you're only going to get one hit, let it be when you're, protect your big guy. So uh, kudos to the AT gun. So yeah, I proceed with my plan here. Hop them out. We whiff. I think we only kill one guy. Yeah, and that brings us to the kind of the end of 4 here. So they moved. Oh yeah, they also moved up, trying to pop them with 2 captured Panzerfaust. They swing and miss, and you see him continuing to march his forces up. And then we ended up stopping. I stopped the photos. We played it out for another turn or so, and I couldn't. Let me jump back here and you see why. I couldn't get to here in time, so because I didn't wipe them out on the first go, he was able to reinforce with his heavy infantry and his Marines here. So I ended up getting stalled out in the ruins here, and then he's unable to get any infantry back to my area. He's not able to kill enough to basically get his squad back here. So conclusion, it's a draw. Neither base was destroyed. Top of 4, about top of 4, I was really ecstatic. I was like, oh man, it was down. Got one, what I thought was one terror sergeant, kind of threading the needle there between the squads. We even measured it, and he had enough distance to make it through without being an inch of either enemy unit. And he gets on there, and it turns out he just dove onto the base for no reason. At the end, 3 units were killed, and 4 mine were killed, and it was a draw. So it ends up being a great game, and it's a good thing we played it out, because yeah, I would have felt bad after going back and rereading things, finding out that I won it, and really it should have just been a draw. Which, given you look at the 3 to 4 units killed, it's even without looking at unit kills, it's pretty much as good of a draw as you're going to get. Anyway, it was a real good time, and thanks again for watching. Bye.